Hi, I'm Julia. Welcome to Julia Lives. Today I'm going to give you a full tour of the Alaya Resort in Ubud, Bali, Indonesia. I'm going to give you a tour of the hotel first, then I'm going to give you a little walking tour of Ubud, so you might want to stick around until the end. I'll also show you how to see the monkeys at the monkey forest without even paying a cent. So this is, of course, the lobby. It's an open air lobby. I have to tell you, these staff here go above and beyond to help you in any way. They are relentlessly pursuing your happiness at all times. So just be aware of that. They are some of the sweetest and kindest people I think I have ever encountered. Now, this is the main restaurant where you can get breakfast or dinner. I'll show you the buffet here in a minute. I believe it was about $25 per day. I did not pay for it, so I'll also show you some of the cafes that I went to. They also had live entertainment here at night set up in this very same area, so a lot going on here. And again, just a great place to stay and a wonderful location. I booked this trip through TripMasters and paid $4,046 for a single traveler. I stayed 3 nights in Ubud and then traveled down to Nusa Dua, and I had 4 nights booked, but I did have to board a plane that evening, so I left the resort at 10 p.m. instead of spending the night, which was not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's what they had available. It also included transfers from the airport to the resorts and then back again. The last day of the trip, the driver to take me back to the airport did not show up, which was a bit disappointing. I've had that happen twice with TripMasters. The first time I didn't get a refund due to some confusion. This time I'm still awaiting a refund for that driver. I also had to pay for any upgrades in terms of airfare. So if you want an aisle seat, you want to be able to choose your seat, I also had to pay for that as well. The vast majority here are Hindu, so you're going to see these offerings and this incense all over Bali throughout the day. It's often put out in the morning, but it's absolutely beautiful. In case you're wondering, yes, this is a monitor and they have these on the property. They certainly don't bother anyone, but you might want to watch from a distance. Now this is just sort of a stream that runs through the back of the property, and the yoga house is also found on the back of the property if you're interested in yoga and want to take a walk back there. But let's head on over and see the room that I booked. I stayed in room 226 and we'll get to take a look at it now. Every day you'll find this basket with traditional fruit. Just peel off the brown wrapper and you can enjoy those. You also get 4 bottles of mineral water every day, and there was a refrigerator also located in the room. So the water in 226 is basically cold. I asked about having the water temperature turned up, and I was told that all the water in the second building is, they called it warm. I'd say it's lukewarm at best. That's as hot as it's going to get. So if you don't like cold showers, you might want to request a different building than building 2. This room is just steps away from the pool, just a short walk down that hallway and down the stairs, and you are there. And I want you to know the staff called me 2 or 3 times asking if I wanted a different room. So it was certainly an option. There are only 3 buildings here, but I liked the location of this room. And since I was only staying for a few nights, I figured I could handle it. I was here the first week of April, and I thought the pools were refreshing. I did not find them too cold. There are 2 pools and no hot tub. You'll see an infinity pool on the left, and then just a couple steps away is a larger pool where you could swim laps, and you'll hear the water moving. That is actually a woman swimming below us. Thanks to everybody for leaving comments, and every time you hit that like button, it does something to the YouTube algorithm. That way more people will see this video who are searching for this review. So thanks again for all the comments, subscribing, and hitting that like button. You'll definitely work up a sweat on that cardio equipment with the humidity here. And I was pleased to see they actually had some fairly heavy dumbbells in this gym. But if you need a foam roller, you're going to have to bring your own like I did. This is a 10-inch foam roller from Amazon Basics. I was glad I had it. Now, let's take a walk around Ubud. You'll see us exiting here. This is about 9 or 9:30 in the morning, so there's not much traffic, but watch at the end of the video when you'll see what the traffic here is really like. There are scooters everywhere. They are allowed to pull up onto the sidewalk. That is a cafe. They serve gelato at night. I ate here a couple of times. Very reasonable prices, and the food was great. So as we walk down the sidewalk, on the right, just past this little area is a market, a supermarket. The prices, again, can't be beat. And you can find basically anything you would need here if you wanted to buy snacks or even pastries for the morning. And you'll see in just a moment where the scooters are starting to pull up at a stand that's right in front of the market. There are also restaurants here. Now, if you went to the left, there's also a vegan and a vegetarian restaurant right around the corner from the hotel if you are into either one of those two options. And so this is just another restaurant. They're all over the place. The prices, like I said, it's very reasonable to buy food here. It's about a 5-minute walk from the Alaya to the monkey forest. There's the sign. So you just hang a left there where this black car is turning and walk down the street a little bit and you can't miss it. Now here's where the scooters start to pull up. I would not walk in the street. I just weave around them. And so here's where that market is. Again, you're going to see it's quite large. And they sell shopping bags for, I think, about $1 if you decide to buy quite a few items. I stopped here a few times. They also have ice cream, too, that you can buy and take with you if you get hot while you're walking. Next, I'm going to show you a cafe I stopped at quite a few mornings, Bonjour Spoon. I just absolutely loved the pastries. The coffee was great. If you order here and you want it to go, it's just like Europe where you say takeaway. But I just absolutely adored the staff there, and I thought the pastries were just out of this world. So if you get a chance, you might want to walk down there for breakfast. And they do sell made-to-order sit-down meals as well, but I guess I'm more of a pastry type of person in the mornings and sometimes in the evenings too, because you can see there are quite a few desserts as well. Before the traffic picks up, you are going to find the monkeys seem to wander out of the monkey forest. They're all over the power lines and kind of jumping up and down. This is not too far from the market. I mean, it's not far from the resort at all. It's almost right across from that supermarket. So they get that far away. So like I said, it's about a 5-minute walk. So they're past this. They're past this sign, getting more into town. But then there was a guy calling out to them and pushing them. He was riding a bike, but he was yelling out to them and, not physically pushing, but getting them to move back into the forest. So this is the entrance. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll let you take a look at this. I did not go in, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. I was out walking before the forest opened, and I was planning on going to the water purification temple and thought I would come back. But after I was in the parking lot and realized how close the monkeys actually get to you, I decided that was about enough for me. Now, I'd read online people who tried to interact with the monkeys and had bad experiences, so I knew not to look at them. I knew certainly not to smile or wave, but this was a little unnerving to have them just running out and coming up right next to me. And I thought, especially with these little guys, I thought, oh my God, I need to get out of here before I make one of these bigger monkeys mad. And so I tried not to make any sudden movements, but you're on their territory. Now, I wouldn't discourage anyone to go into the forest. I think it's probably a great experience, but you can certainly get close to monkeys just by walking through the parking lot. Now, this is a more realistic taste of what the traffic is actually like here. It is quite something. I took a 10-hour long Instagram tour, and the driver told me we spent 5 hours of the tour in the car. And then this is what it looks like at night, so not much different.